every Japanese person knows that earthquake is to come sometime or other, and then it's come this time. So we just have to cope with what we've got now. That's everybody has got that in our skin, I think. But this is just so much worse than we ever expected. The area which is covering is as long as London to Edinburgh, that sort of thing. The whole eastern coast of northern part of Honshu Island is now covered in oily mud. It's a terrible sight, and we are not encouraged to go into that area, so we cannot do anything about it. Because of electricity problem, all the concerts have been cancelled. I cannot possibly put any fundraising concert because concerts take a lot of power, electricity, lights. So some instrumentalists are able to do busking on the street, but for pianists that's very difficult to do. For once, I didn't want to come back to London. I wanted to stay in Japan. When you are actually involved in the middle of that crisis, amazingly, it feels almost like a responsibility to stay there and fight with my people. But I have some professional engagements. I had to come back, but my mind was so filled with the idea of wanting to stay in Japan. And I wrote an email to somebody, a good friend of mine, and I received a reply immediately. Why don't you play a concert in London for Japan? And that was a big tipping point, big turning point for me, that I can now jump on the plane, go back to London and play a fundraising concert for Japan. So that is why I decided to go ahead with this idea. I'm going to play some takemitsu and a piece by Kano, which uses piano and myochin hibashi chopsticks. This is a very unique piece because myochin hibashi is chopsticks made of some kind of steel, exactly the same kind of material used for Japanese samurai sword. And there is only one man who can make them now, today. And Kano wrote a very attractive piece for the piano and myochin hibashi for me, and it will mean really a lot for me to perform it at King's Place.